Man, probably a fun fact on me is that I like to read. Like I like to read. That's a lost art nowadays. Oh, my great uncle is Jesse Owens. He won 4 gold medals in 1936.
I always want to leave people with this, man, to all the viewers and everybody out there, man. Make sure you guys finish your story. Make sure you guys finish your journey because somebody's going to need it.
Yeah. All you got to do is push the bad button. That's all you got to do. Push the back signal.
Try not to think about the future too much so you can maximize the now.
Who's your favorite rap artist?
Man, to be honest, it's crazy. Tupac always been my number one, right? Like he got me through so much stuff, but Lil Wayne has been in the modern day.
I said, what does it really take? What does it really take to be great, Drew? And he looked at me and he was like, you really want to know? And he was like, to be honest, everything you did to get here, you need to be consistent times 10.
What's up? What's up? What's up? It's your boy, Coach Lee. Appreciate y'all hanging out with us. We're back at it like we're mad at it. Welcome to the Tuesday night episode of the Chop Up. Back up in this bad boy, man. So, hey, we're going to get the crew up in here so we can entertain y'all tonight like we always do. Let's get the first man up in here, man. We got my man, Two, doing this thing. What's up, man?
Hey, yo, what's going on? I ain't from Texas, but I can chop it and screw it out. What's going on, everybody? Taco Tuesday. You know what it is. 2.1 here. Shout out to my guy, Coach, doing me the intro. Shout out to you, man. Hope everybody's getting to it as it is to chop up. Before we chop it up, though, some more, got to bring somebody in that awfully knows how to chop. That is always in the kitchen doing this thing. Shout out to my man, Rookie of the Year.
Chop, and screw it.
Chop, bang, bang, bang.
Yeah, we here, man. We here for another great show. That's what we here to do.
What's going on, little dude? What's going on with you?
Little dude in the building. My man Nate in the building.
What's up, fellas?
Let's go.
Appreciate y'all.
What's going on with y'all? Hope everybody's having a great night.
So what happened? Anything exciting happened to y'all today, man? What's up?
Today was a dead day for me. I went and checked to see if I had allergies. They were sticking me with all type of needles.
So you did the allergy test?
Yep, I'm allergic to oak, birch.
Is that the one where they do it on your back?
Nah, on my arms.
Okay.
Oak, birch, Bermuda grass, Timothy grass.
Man, he's a bubble boy.
And dust mites.
Can't have you on the football field, dog.
That's why I was running so fast. I didn't want to get that.
Day was regular for me too, man. Nothing too crazy. Besides the fact that I had to use my hands to roll up, not the natural roller that we talk about, but rolling up burritos. for all my kids. You know, I work today, so shout out to
Okay.
Shout out to Weston House. You see the gear out here. You know what I'm saying? Shirt and hat. You know what I'm saying? Holla at 'em, you know, best club in the world.
Hey, man,
Appreciate y'all.
we got high five already, y'all.
It's a great day. First question: what's everybody's input on the Ravens?
We just talked about that.
Oh yeah, we did. It up. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of how we go. First off, I'll answer that for you, man. Input on the Ravens is we found out today that they signed Roquan Smith, 5 years, $100 million.
Yep.
And that throws the fact in now that Lamar Jackson potentially can definitely be on the out. What just happened today, and Lamar hasn't played in about a month. And the way he's going down, it seems like Lamar's on the go and on the out. So my input on it is we still have to wait to see we play Sunday before we can break out and we can all continue to chat about it in a loud way. But I'm going to say right now, I don't think that has any effect on it. I already knew Roquan would get signed when he got traded to him. So we'll see what happens. Still got a long off season to go, man. But
why did the Bears let him go? I don't feel like we never got around to figuring it out.
He was in a situation where he was disoriented with the team. He was uninterested in playing with them.
They had told him they was going to move him during the trade deadline and didn't.
You know, exactly. And then he ended up just continuing to play, be a great citizen of the game, continue to play, and then they found a trade steward for him. And that's why he was traded to the Ravens. He already
That's right.
He likes it there, then that's for sure.
He was. I think it
what a great talent.
He went in the season. It was already on the edge because he didn't get the extension he was looking for. Mm-hmm. And then when they moved Robert Quinn, he thought he was going to get moved before Robert Quinn.
Yeah,
that's what it was. My bad.
What a great talent to just come up on as a Baltimore fan or as a Baltimore team. You just stumble into being able to pick up Roquan Smith. As a come up.
Definitely come up. The Bears are going to bear. Yeah, they are. The Bears, man, they in the back. The Bears got all their salary cap next year. They got the top overall pick, but guess what they're going to do? Find a way to screw it up.
Nothing.
Because they're already talking about moving Fields possibly. If they're blown away by one of the prospects.
Yeah, but but this is the game that the Bears have to play. If I'm the Bears, real talk.
That is true.
Everything. I'm entertaining everything because at the end of the day, we know that they're not very optimistic on Justin Fields. So the way the ball is going to go is if there's suitors that want him, then you engage it. If the Bears can go get extra picks for a team that wants one of these QBs, they can go at it.
Well, they're going to sell either one. They're either going to sell Fields for a ransom, or they're going to sell that pick for a ransom.
Right. Or they can just keep Fields and build with what they have.
But that's giving the Bears a lot of credit, though.
No, it is giving them a lot of credit, but right now I got to think like this right now. It's draft time. Like, if you're not watching all these drafts in every sport in the way they maneuver things, then you shouldn't be in this position. The Bears right now are in a major position to be able to do a lot of things or think a lot of things, what you want to do, you know? And it's going to be an interesting 2.5 months, 3 months.
Oh, my man Dow reporting live from his Madden franchise.
Brady to the Raiders, Rodgers to the Bears, or to the Colts or the Commanders.
It's a fun franchise you got going.
Now, the Rodgers to the Bears part would just be disrespectful on Aaron.
He won't do that. He ain't stupid.
Yeah, I don't think he would do that. But in this
petty enough, Joe, just to stick it to Green Bay.
He won't do it. He won't do it because when Brett did that, that was the one and only thing that got Rodgers to be ahead of Brett in Green Bay.
Right.
He's not gonna give that up.
Anthony says Daryl, he thinks everybody's going to the Raiders. Shout out to you, Ant. What's going on with you? Lewis says no thank you to Lamar to the Colts. Well, who are you gonna go get?
Literally anybody else. He's all set. He doesn't believe he's a real quarterback either.
Will left.
He'd rather have Sam Ellinger.
Even with the assets they can give up.
Nick Foles.
We'll see, man. You know, we've seen a lot of interesting things this season with teams that were in the grinder. We'll see if we continue to see things with teams that remain in the grinder. It's the NFL. Every given Sunday. It's the name of the game.
It is.
Yeah, it's funny. Giving my Madden and Ashley Dukes who in a favor and have the Cowboys at least going to the second round.
Man, that's foul, man. That's tough.
Hey, yo, I'm going to give a PSA, man. If you disrespecting the Cowboys this week, we ain't cool. Real talk. We ain't cool this week. You know, this is war with everybody, not only the Bucs fans, the rest of the NFL. Because I know what everybody's thinking is going to happen. And guess what? You guys are going to be sitting here like, oh, don't come to me with your ha and your claps. You know what I'm saying? We know.
Now let's speak about those claps. You know what? They need to get some more material. Because all they doing is just picking the field against Dallas. You're going to usually come out on top. You ain't really taking those chances.
Them Patriot fans, they're all coming out. They were real Patriot fans. They were real Buck fans. That's how many fans are coming out for Tom Brady this week. And hey, shout out to Tom though. Shout out to the Bucs for making the playoffs. I never disrespected this team at all during the course of the season. When everybody was like, "Oh, they're this, they're that." As long as that man's on the field, man, anything can happen in a moment of a 60-minute NFL game. So please come prepared, Dallas. Please come prepared.
So, you know, we got quite a few people in the comments already. So what's on y'all mind tonight, man? Throw some at your boys.
We gonna throw something at you, man.
What y'all want to talk about, man?
What we want to talk about is something that has not been discussed really at all amongst anybody besides the people that really go through and follow sports news daily, no matter what the sport is. But somebody had a fearful way to open up their New Year's. That being UFC God, the man that runs the place, Dana White. Him and his wife enjoying New Year's. When things started to flame up via TMZ, Dana's wife slaps him. He hits her back. Tensions then kind of back down, but a main man that runs a main sport in the backlash seems to be at a minimum. He had to apology out there, explaining himself, saying that he was wrong, you know, to hit females and that much. But to the general public, it's not enough, especially for a guy in his seat. I know you guys been listening and hearing about this. So before we resume to talk more about it, why isn't Dana getting the flack? Why isn't Dana's story headlining ESPN, FS1, you know, major sports airwaves?
This is very easy. His money's long. Yeah. And he makes people money. Bottom line is, you bury him, you may mess up your ties to the UFC.
And that's the thing that was coming out too. Shout out to Janelle Hill with her athletic article. And she was streaming that ESPN, you know, major provider with UFC. You know, when you get ESPN Plus, you know, you can get UFC at a discount. Or if you want to order the fight, you order through ESPN Plus. And I feel like that's the major reason why ESPN is not showering it. But there are other sports platforms around. So
because they could be in line to get a UFC gig.
No, yeah, that could be in line to be in a UFC gig, but at the same time, this is new. Like, if this is Adam Silver in the NBA, this is Roger Goodell of the NFL.
Because those contracts are more fixed. In a case like UFC, at any moment you could try to get an event. You could try to get them to work with you, and you don't want them to be like, remember when y'all buried our guy? So you ain't gonna cover it.
Yeah.
He got friends in high places too. He has to.
He finally hit his wife back. So this is something that's gone before?
He definitely hit his wife back, not finally.
We look at the scheme of how what he said. Like, you know what I'm saying? We've been together for a long time. He says, you know, I love her, you know, things that you would say, you know, been with her my whole life, you know. And he says, obviously the situation is difficult one to see, but you know, at the end of the day, he spreads his love for her. But people are gonna say, if this incident's happening, how many times has it happened? You got a man that runs a organization in which they are competing, basically fighting for your life.
Let me ask you this, because I know y'all follow him a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't he also, like, last week or this week just launched the slapping league or something like that?
Mm-hmm. Launched the slapping league.
Yeah, that's bad timing.
Yes, definitely bad timing, and that as well.
Or great timing.
Glass half empty, half full, man. I can see that.
Depends how you view this.
Sorry to say, I think it's because of his money. Complexion and his wife hit him first. People pick and choose the outrage. And that's another thing, too. Obviously, the wife's side, I don't think I've heard from the wife in regards to the situation. But if that's his wife and they've been together for a long time, more than likely in these situations, they probably, speak to the wife and what she wants to do with it. And she's probably like, I'm cool with it. I don't want the media in it and all that. But at the end of the day, your man is not a guy that's anybody that's middle class. Your man's literally one of the guys on the top of the world.
Mm-hmm.
And that gives no excuse for it not to be mentioned. Not even even if it's not mentioned weekly, all week on the sports platform, it needs to be mentioned, it needs to be talked about. And we need to hear people's opinions on it. And it's crazy that it's like, okay, well, we're going to skip this. Well, every single thing that's happened in this world this year that's happened, we never skipped it. You never skipped it at all.
Money, 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 money.
And you know what I'm saying? Major law. We dealt with this year, it wasn't in trauma to fighting, but basically you can state it, the Kyrie Irving situation. Yeah. You gotta mention things like this. I mean, you may have a certain time frame on how long you want to speak of it. ESPN is probably like 0.5 seconds. But it's interesting that this is not being in the light it is. And as the year goes on, and then you have pay-per-views and all that in UFC, let's see how much traction this does get. But like Will said, the money's long, so it can extend itself, from anything happening, long term, short term, whatever. How you feel about it, Coach?
Well, it definitely is going to have some. I think it's going to be more short term than long term, because back to what Daryl said about picking and choosing the outrage. His money is long. Unfortunately, complexion will play a part in it. Like some people get passes versus others. But I don't want to. I don't want to focus on that. I just want to focus on the aspect of who he is as far as a public figure. He's already associated with a sport that's kind of, it's kind of a violent sport. And what this happened, New Year's, right? New Year's Eve.
Yep.
Today's the 10th. You ain't heard nothing about it. Really?
Yeah, nothing about it.
You heard about it at the time it happened, and then it just disappeared.
Definitely disappeared.
So I figured if they was going to do something about it, I say short term, yes. Long term, no, because we're entering the part of the long term, and that always going to change if it's somebody pushes the issue to make a bigger deal of it. But I don't see that happening. Hey, Jamie, how you doing?
Going on,
you're feeling better.
Daryl, see Devontae Davis comment. Devontae got in an altercation with the female, but unlike this story here, the female was reported, and you got comments from her, and if you didn't hear that, then you feel like it got swept under the rug. But nah, everything was told in the case of there was a solution solved, whatever. You know what I'm saying? It was talked about. The next day, girl said, it didn't happen, whatever the case was. Rather, she was defending him or not. There was comments. In this situation, you're not getting nothing from the wife. Dana's not being talked about. Dana needs to be talked about. Brett Favre needs to be talked about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody needs to be talked about.
Mr. Weenie Man.
Mr. Weenie Man is right. Yeah, man. Look, these type of stories they still bother me, but they no longer affect me the way they probably should. I'm desensitized to the whole thing. Money's long, man. And that's why we all fight for it. That's what we all do. So it is what it is. But yeah.
When's it? We gotta look up. I'm gonna look up the next UFC event.
Who's the volleyball bandit? I'm lost on that reference. Daryl says the volleyball bandit needs to be blasted.
Oh, talk about Brett Favre. In regards to his daughter.
The volleyball bandit. Got it.
That's funny.
Oh man, that's funny.
Next UFC event actually this Saturday, the 14th. They got a fight night. Nothing too crazy. Nothing to mega events, but
Nate, you want something there, man. The media share the story they want you to see, not the ones that matter.
Right.
Elon Musk already proved that with Twitter.
Well, guess what? We're trying to change that narrative, guys. And real
talk about everybody on here.
We try to talk about everything on here. So, and we appreciate viewers the other day, giving their input. If anybody has any input ever what you want to hear, if you want to speak of, we try the best of our abilities to, talk about it, not going to shy from anything, It's better to be heard than to be quiet about it, and then you go in the way anybody will go about it, debate, and then, shake hands. The way it is.
Hey, Jamie, you are exactly right. She says, if you're going to put yourself in a position to be a public figure, you have to act accordingly. Otherwise, you don't deserve that platform. Bingo. That's the give and take of you getting all that loot that you get. You no longer have a private life, to be honest. Exactly. Unless you go out of your way to make it private, but people you're going to have paparazzi following you. People are going to know who you are. If one of us walk into a place and something goes down, they're just going to see something going down. Dana White does it, it's going to be some news.
Unfortunately, them ain't the rules no more, if you got money. When you got money, you above it. Or you feel you are, at least.
You feel you are, yeah. They're going to pick and choose who they want to cancel.
Facebook user, whoever this is, appreciate you. Here's a question. If you're a free agent and can choose to play where you want, Cleveland calls, do NFL players look at the quarterback and say, I don't want to play because of the negativity that comes with him? Or do players say, I want to win? That's what's important to me.
From a player's perspective, they're right now saying, no, he looks like a bum anyway. But
hold on, Josh.
But if when he's playing solid, I don't think morally people have a problem and they'll go play with him. I think most will go play with him.
Definitely. That's how I feel as well. You know what I'm saying? I feel like they will go play with him. I mean, you have some players that don't want to play with him, players that don't stand what he did. Absolutely.
Like a handful.
But absolutely. But at the same time, if he's on the field and his talent's right, they gonna play with him more than likely. Daryl, man, you good for hearing this news, man. Stephanie McMahon did resign right after her daddy, says he's coming back to the regime. And I just think that, after a while, the family business starts to become, not so family-ish no more, and that's what happens, man. Stephanie's done a lot for the business, along with the likes of her father, grandfather, mother, brother, husband, now, running the ship, was running the ship. And, hey, you go relax. Go do your thing, Steph, man. We know you, Steph. We still going to think about you, Steph. Shout out to Stephanie McMahon. WWE over UFC to me all day. I don't care how real UFC is. And if you got a problem with me saying that, go holler at my grandmothers, man. They'll tell you different. You should tell R. Kelly that. Nope, I don't want to tell R. Kelly that. Let his jail cell tell her that, man. It's definitely not enough, Jamie. I hear that. Definitely not enough. Deshaun. What you say, Dale? Deshaun Tickler Watson has been a bum so far. He's just been, not. He needs another couple months. He needs real reps that's going to be meaningful.
Yeah, he don't play well.
Which is going to be
whole games in 2.5 years.
Too much free time on his hands.
It's not even just reps in terms of like their playbook. It's also you got to get in the football shape, all of that. So
yeah, the family decides to walk away and enjoy their lives. Right. True fact. Can they give my boy Demetrius Andrade a fight with Canelo? Josh, he's never gonna get a fight with Canelo.
No,
the closest he'll get is a Charlo or Benavidez or Khalid Plant.
Who keeps doing this? Nobody cares about. He's a bum, man.
No. We're not gonna call New England a bum.
I don't care where he's from. He's not that guy. He's not that guy.
Block Josh. Andrade, hey, despite the performance this weekend, it was subpar, got the win, but the closest he'll get to a mega fight in his eyes is if Benavidez, Khalid Plant, or Charlo, says
he'll get a mega fight when he stops running. He's a coward. He ducks all the big fights. I'm not with that guy. I don't care where he's from. Good. He's from your gym, and tell him to step up.
Nah, his gym's very nice. I like the gym that he's actually from, man. There's a lot of love over there, a lot of you over there.
That's great.
They idolize that, man. That great gym, man. Actually, I trained. Josh was over there in the training session. It was the illest thing ever, dog. I was in tears, man.
They need to all channel all that love they have at that gym into telling him to take real fights. Stop ducking guys.
Who's he ducking?
Who's he ducking? Lewis, you got this.
Lewis, me and Lewis have spoke about this a few times. Lewis says the fact that, like you said, he's a bum boxer and none of that. He's not entertaining enough to get a match with people. I don't think Lewis has ever said that he's ducking fighters, but I mean, if Lewis has his point on here, he's more than welcome to share that. But I've never heard him say that he couldn't get a matchup because of his skill. This is more of the entertainment side and the money side of it.
All I'm saying is name a great fighter he fought.
Name a great fighter I want to fight him.
What?
Name a great fighter I want to fight him.
Great fighters don't want to fight him because it's a waste of time.
And this is the thing. This is the problem. That's the problem. That's with boxing. It should be lined up. Like it should be lined. Boxing should be lined up to where even if we think he is what he is, if he's bad, they turn that 0 easily to a 1. That's all I'm saying. Turn that 0 to a 1. Because as long as that does it, in his mind, in his camp's eyes, and all that, they have an opinion on what they say. And hey, even if you want to say Canelo and all that, which is true, at the end of the day, you got to put that 1 next to it, and then you ain't really got nothing to say about him. You can say what you want. But I feel like to them, it is what they call him boo-boo for a reason. Don't let Johnson start getting into why they call him boo-boo, man. But that's a little bit of boxing for you guys, man. Keith Thurman and Earl Spence potentially, supposed to sign their dotted line contract for their bout. Can't wait for that. Is that
because he's running from Crawford?
Yeah, he's running from Crawford. I heard Crawford spoke to speak on Instagram, about a month ago in regards to the money spout that Spence potentially could have had, and Spence in his camp wasn't down with it. So we'll see what happens. Get me on for this at a different day. Yes, let us know, Lewis, and we can definitely
do a boxing show. We'll do a pop-up boxing.
No and eyes or buts about it. We down for that. You need someone to reciprocate. You need to go.
Kid's scary though.
Kid Demetrius is scary though.
I think the only person that could beat Tank is Bud. I don't think they're in the same class though. Yo, and that's kind of how I used to think of boxing like that before, like I really got to like the vision is that. Like, how about if Mike Tyson fought Roy Jones Jr.? But Roy Jones Jr. became a heavyweight, you know what I'm saying? So things like that is like, but boxing would never ever be like that when they cross like that, all the way like that. But I love boxing. Also, how do the Heat still have FXT Arena on their floor? Because technically,
there's a deal.
They're still in the deal. They're still in the deal. I don't think they can announce that they're leaving, but there's still a deal in place. So unless a potential buyer says we want that right now, which hasn't happened, that arena NBA-wise will have to have a name. And that's the reason why they have the FTX arena name still on flat over in Miami. He's running from Crawford like Jerry the Mouse runs from Tom. Yo, man. Hey, what's up, guys, man? Y'all ready to take a break or, you want to continue this therapy session we having right now. Men Girls Arena, yes, sir.
They should have went with them in the first place.
Yeah, they definitely should have.
Y'all ready for a break?
Yeah, we can do that.
All right. We're going to take it to a commercial break.
Take it to the commercial, 15, 20, grab a water or something, come back over here, hang out with your boys.
We'll be.
What's up, guys? It's your boy Gritty checking in. This Friday I'm live with STWF Media, man. Little interview coming soon. Everybody, y'all tune in, man. We got some big coming. Let's get it.
Big Willie style.
Grubbing.
What you grubbing on, man?
Meatloaf.
Oh, ain't nothing wrong with a good meatloaf, man.
Nah, it was made well too. My
What you
neighbor
got on the side with it?
some baked potatoes, like chopped up baked potatoes. Yeah, it's bomb.
Okay.
My neighbor hit me up like, yo, you got an onion? I'm like, actually, yeah. She was like, I need it for this meatloaf. Can you imagine?
Community meatloaf. That's the best one, man.
Yeah, she made it and she brought it over.
Yeah, that do sound good. I had to throw some cabbage, some cornbread, some black eyed peas, some chow chop. Ooh.
Making me more hungry.
Hey, Chris, I see you, man. I'm glad you're home, man. It's been a while since you've been home. Salute to you, man. Glad you're home. The BBC.
BBC. Well,
the irony.
Well, you remember the BBC? Hey, yo, Daryl, you remember BBC? Hey, yo, we used to party at BBC, man. You know, shout out to BBC, man. Shout out to BBC.
Anthony called you out, Will. He said, say that story again. Will, you said she brought it over.
Ah!
Yeah. Brought over the meatloaf. What you want me to tell you?
Hey, a lie would have said they made the meatloaf.
Oh, I ain't got to lie to you.
No,
you
no,
ain't
no.
got to lie.
You ain't got to lie, Craig.
You ain't got to lie, Craig.
Yeah, man. My man Will got it like that. Why my man can't have somebody bring the meatloaf?
You know what I mean?
Bring the meatloaf. You know what I'm saying? I want some meatloaf. I want some potatoes.
Yeah, they do sound good though, man. I had I think the irony of it. I had a cheesesteak from Charlie tonight. I heard they're real big on the Florida area.
Oh, the Charlie's subs with like is that the firefighter one?
No.
No. That's Firehouse. Yes, yeah. Firehouse.
Firehouse, man. You gotta put that bitch on layaway.
Yeah.
I tried the DoorDash Firehouse on Saturday. I go pick this shit up, man. That shit was $61 for 3 sandwiches.
Tripping.
Without no drinks and fries. Like, nah, I can't do that.
That's how Jersey Mike's is too.
Jersey Mike's is too, but I love Jersey Mike's. Love me some Jersey Mike's.
Jersey Mike's like crack for me, man.
You see that
nowadays? Yeah.
See the inflation nowadays and the items that you buy, like woo. 20 years ago.
That Jersey Mike's is like a good
bomb, decent.
Big ass something.
Good.
Gotta get the giant. Giant.
Yeah. But like before you add anything, you start at $18 with the giant one. Like you start
$17.95.
Yeah, you start there. Then you're like extra cheese, and they're like $22, and then you're like, God damn.
That lady doing that for some meatloaf and peas. Club on the sub, that is definitely Daryl. Club on the sub all day. My go-to at Jersey Mike's, dog. Got the number, but they definitely got a number for it. What's going on, Diggs? BTW7, man. I don't think I've ever seen you pop in, but
salute,
shout out to you, man. Watching off.
Okay, Diggs is up in here.
Shout out to you.
Looking like another Cowboys fan we don't need. Nah, we appreciate you.
We need all that. What fast food?
Man.
Spicy chicken
sandwich.
What fast food places make the best spicy chicken sandwich? When I was a young boy, the Burger King one for me used to hit wonders. You know what I'm saying? So love the spicy chicken from BK. as an older adult, you know, though you're supposed to take care of your body, I can still go for those type of sandwiches nowadays. That is real tough on what fast food place make. You distribute fast food, so I'm just gonna go Popeyes. I'm just gonna go Popeyes and run with it.
For the chicken sandwich?
Yes.
What up, Unc?
What's up, Unc? Yes,
Going
sir.
on to Unc, dog.
Unc in the building.
Hey, that club on the sub, that's the number 8.
Number 8.
My man hooked it up. My man hooked it up.
Hell yeah, DoorDash expensive. You're paying $85 for a Big Mac combo. That's why my ass.
Yo, I'm sitting there trying to find my post where I had all like the suggested topics, and wouldn't you know, I ran into a bumpy post before I found it. Like I ain't, but it was from like 2 days ago though. This man been missing. This man been missing. It's crazy. What's good, bump?
Bumps in the building?
No,
he is MIA.
It's for the archive when he watches.
What's your favorite milk, guys?
He's gonna show up.
Chocolate, strawberry.
Bumpy will show up either Saturday or no later than Monday before kickoff.
That's a damn
talking
shame.
Noise.
Ain't nothing to talk now. His team's gone. They went
watching.
McDonald's McChicken is bomb, B.
The spicy McChicken.
Nah, I don't like the McDonald's McChicken, especially not here on the East Coast in Massachusetts. I swear they try to gloat your thing with mayo. The first time I ever done, I hate that.
Gotta substitute the mustard on that bitch, man.
I love mustard. I'm a mustard guy too, man.
Yes, sir. I tell them substitute mustard and throw some pickles on it. Fire.
Yeah.
You know who got a good one though, but you gotta catch it. You know it's gonna be a busting sandwich where you open it up and that bitch is orange.
Oh boy.
That's Wendy's.
Yeah.
Wendy's.
Like that, if it's orange, it's about to go down.
Yeah.
Bring the steak, egg, and cheese bagel back. They do got it.
That was good.
I seen a flyer today. I think they got it back. I think they got the steak, egg, and cheese at McDonald's. I could have sworn I seen it over here in Massachusetts, man. Shh. Maybe coming to your town. You know? But you shout out to my man Daryl, man. He over there at KC, man, with Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce and the rest of those guys. You know, room for a real team this playoff season, right, Daryl? No, we do not want that at all. Appreciate you though.
Who is that?
Somebody that needs to be blocked. Not in KC. Nah, bring that snack. Oh, that snack wrap is crazy, yo. The snack wrap, crazy.
Oh, the snack wrap used to get
Which one is that?
The McDonald's snack wrap.
It used to be one chicken select wrapped with like lettuce, cheese, mayo, and whatever, or ranch, and it was just one chicken select up in that month.
The best $1 change ever.
Yeah,
so,
it's
solid dollar like that on the low. Dunkin' Donuts, dog. They used to smack with the chicken on it, similar to the snack wrap, and they disbanded it. They took it off the menu because everybody was buying it.
Nah, it's probably because it wasn't food.
Bomb. I mean, they don't got food. They got stuff that's not food now.
Yeah.
Dunkin' Donuts. Man, that's snack wraps with dope though, Ant. No bull.
What we got next for topics though?
Hold on, who's gonna go?
I can go.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let me get my old man on, man. Hold on. Old man on.
On with your bad self.
You know your boy. I'm old. I'm an elder statesman in here. Let's go with it.
What was that? I like that. Oh man, what are we doing?
And the master
of
the universe.
Yes, sir.
That's great. Have you seen the remake?
I've seen a couple of them.
They're pretty good, man. But
there's a rumor there's a live action that may actually happen this time.
Oh, scheisse.
But I want to take a look at this. You know, He-Man came out when I was about 6th grade, 7th grade. So we talking about like 84, 83, 84. And I want to look at how he's actually, it's been reincarnated like several times. And, you know, with y'all being at your age, is this something that y'all watched when y'all were younger? Or just like, well, I know Will because he likes animation and stuff like that. So I'm pretty sure he's come across it. Yeah. Well, but what about you, too?
grew up
What's
on
your perspective on
this
He-Man?
show because Big Bro was watching it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
He was 8 years older than me, but he always had this
Yeah.
television screen. You know what I'm saying? And for a while as a kid, I was booming. We were booming when it came to all the cartoon things and stuff like that. But things go, man. But no, I'm familiar. Very familiar.
So what was your favorite character? I was besides the title character.
Orko!
Who?
Orko.
Orko, okay.
Yeah. That's probably mine.
Orko.
The original Orko? I don't like the new one.
You don't like the new Orko?
I don't like the new one.
Oh,
He's too smart now. I like the naive one from old school.
Nah, he's still naive, but yeah, he's definitely a little smarter. But he's naive. He's just not like he's more naive. Like the old one was dumb. Like he's more naive than dumb. He's smart enough to figure some stuff out. But like, yeah, I see what you mean. But man, I like my guy Orko, man. That's that
Sorry,
dude
man.
right there. Nah, you good.
Hey, they do have the same haircut.
Anyway, He-Man and the lady owner have the same haircut. He get crazy.
He got that Mark Davis.
I remember going to see the original with Dolph Lundgren. That was
Man, I bet you was pissed.
Russian.
Yeah.
Rocky knocked his ass out. Josh Orson, right? Skeletor.
I rock with Skeletor back in the day, but it's sad. My only point of reference from Skeletor is from Robot Chicken right now.
Yo, yeah.
Me, He-Man, all his pronouns are all fucked up.
Also, yeah, his pronouns are all messed up. Also, like Skeletor is lit, but he's a perennial loser. Like
he always comes
like,
in
he
second place.
always take L's every time. Like he can even get the only time he get a win is in a to be continued episode where like he kind of get a win at the end of the episode, but then next episode he's taking an L. I promise. Like he cannot win, bro. It's just sad.
So what do you think about the new origin story they're trying to write for him? I've seen, they're trying to say that he's actually Adam's uncle.
That'd be fire.
I've seen it as him being maybe the older brother.
Yeah, switch it up, man.
Out of favor.
We ain't got to do the same thing every time. Like, switch it up. If you're gonna reboot, don't reboot the same exact story. Like,
add some spice to it.
Yeah, I know people want that. People want when you reboot to like have the same exact story they remember when they was kids. But you gotta pay attention to what works too. Like, look at the MCU. Like, them stories ain't told exactly how they told in the comics. They change things up.
Right.
And we eat it up. So with that being said, like, yeah, change it up, man. Don't just stick to the same, because we don't need that. If that's the case, we can go back and watch the old one.
Damn, man, y'all be on them. Y'all be on my Cowboys, man.
Skeletor, the NFL, Daryl especially, man. Daryl was having me every day hearing out, man, about the Cowboys, man. So anytime we can get a butter joking, man, he definitely gonna do it. Man, listen, we gonna be the best one after this year, D. So watch, keep watching, stay tuned. Man, but no, man, I agree with Will.
You got so much riding on them Cowboys, man.
I agree with you, Will, man. You know what I'm saying? You got to put a little extra spice into it, man. People get mad at reboots and different things like that. But, in this case, man, switch it up a little bit. Give it a reason to why you're doing it. Like you said, if you're not going to do that, then we can go sit around and watch the originals from back in the day. They just as good.
So I know I had saw like when it first came out, the biggest reason that they created it as far as the show, because remember the toys came first. They had to create the show to help promote the toys.
Yeah.
And they created the show to promote hyper consumerism with the kids, which it did.
Mm-hmm.
I had everything. But a lot of parents groups was upset with it because they promoted what they call homoeroticism.
Here we go.
It was interesting because I was reading a report in December, and they was talking about canceling Frosty the Snowman because he should be portrayed as because he's not because now it's in this world, is he a guy or is he a girl?
Everybody's woke. I'm tired of it.
Go
Go back to bed.
They want to put you to sleep.
Go back to bed, all y'all.
Crazy, bro. Like this world is tight like that, and they have a class of people who they have to vote on it, and people are taking votes on this wild landish stuff. You know, like, yeah, you can say he could be a girl, he could be a boy, and all that, but dude, man, listen, when we growing up, that was the story. That's what it was. But like I said, if you want to switch it up, go ahead. But you can't get mad at people that, you know, think one thing. I'm not going to get mad if you think another thing. But the fact that it has to be this way.
So what do you think IGN has that series ranked as the 58th greatest animated show of all time?
The original one?
Yeah, in the top 100 list.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of animations for me to sit there and say that, oh yeah, that's a
I know, right? I'm like, how did they come to that conclusion?
I'm sure there's a room full of people and a lot more time than we're spending on it, but yeah, I mean, if I just had to spitball it real quick, I probably wouldn't have it that high, but you know, also it depends on what your criteria is. Like, are you giving high points for innovating and being early in the game with some of this stuff? If that's the case, well then they're gonna get a nod. But yeah, I mean, I'm sure since then there's been plenty of cartoons that I would prefer, maybe even more than 58 cartoons that I would prefer over that show. But like, yeah, it's an early show. It did its thing, and that's what's up. What's the discussion?
So
have you seen,
as far as the new one that you were talking about, you talking about the one from 2021 that Kevin Smith did?
Yeah, that's the Revelations one.
Yeah, the 2 parts. They say that they're working on a sequel for it right now.
Yeah. They got it mostly written too, from what I hear, because I listen to his podcast all the time. So
that's right. I forgot you being there.
Yeah. You got me on this list now, man. Man, listen to this crap. Man, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in 55. Man,
you found the list?
He got Freakazoid. Hold on, he got Freakazoid ahead of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Come on, man.
I might have seen 2 episodes of Freakazoid.
Yeah, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was that jam right there.
Yes, it was.
They have a iconic entrance song too, so I don't know how that's crazy. I have not seen Devotion yet. I will get on that. Where can I see that?
Will Smith?
I believe so.
Devotion, yeah, man. I heard it's a good.
That's Will Smith. Is on Apple Plus.
Okay. Oh wait, no, it's Jonathan Majors, isn't it? Oh, it's the plain one. That's I gotta see this. It's still in theaters.
Coach Lee, best cartoons, Nickelodeon or Cartoon Network?
Oh, it's on Paramount. Okay. Yeah, that's the one with Jonathan Majors, my guy Majors. So I'm gonna have to watch that soon.
See that, Coach? Question.
What's that?
Anthony asks best cartoons. What channel? Nickelodeon or Cartoon Network?
Ooh.
What's going on, Charlie? How you doing, man?
Man, I don't know, man. My Cartoon Network, boy, I watched that a lot as an adult in college. I just leave that right there.
Yeah.
Yo, I was a Nickelodeon head too. Until one night I spent out with my cousin's friend, and his father had Cartoon Network going late night, and I switched shit completely. And I was acting like this, like no bull, like bye Rugrats, hello Johnny Bravo. You know what I'm saying? Like that kind of turns you into a man watching Cartoon Network. You know.
Here's the thing, though. The dark horse in all of this was WB.
WB too. I was about to say WB was the number one prime for me in the day. You know what I'm saying? Because every Saturday
in the brain.
WB Piggy in the Brain, Animaniacs.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Every week when Pokemon was popping, you know what I'm saying?
It was lit, yeah.
Crazy, man. Tiny Toon Adventures.
This IGN listing is pretty intense.
Yes, it's intense, man. It's making me kind of.
Oh,
hit that!
I got King of the Hill number 27.
Hit that link somewhere. Hit that link in the private so I can pull that up.
Oh yeah, I got you.
Yep, I'll do it right now. I'm on it.
Appreciate you.
No doubt, got you.
Robot Chicken 25.
Robot Chicken.
At least they gave it love. Top 25, but damn, 25th.
They put the real Ghostbusters in front of Transformers. Are you serious?
Yeah, that's craziness. Absolutely.
And they only have Clone Wars at 21. Okay, that's a 2003 series. Okay.
So what?
Shout out to DuckTales, man. Shout out to DuckTales in the top.
Number 18 on here. Yeah.
Shout out to DuckTales.
DuckTales. Ooh. That's that jam. Damn, Boondocks was 94.
No justice.
Yeah, they what? Rugrats 92? And ahead of it was Harvey Birdman, attorney at law. Clone Wars was 89. Star Wars, Clone Wars, they're wilding for respect right now. My young boys wilding for respect.
Okay.
Slit your throat.
Top 10 is not too bad.
From the neck. Yeah, I'm getting to the 10 right now. Let me see.
Doug, Ira, Monsters, Rock of Modern Life, 2 Angry Beavers, all great. Definitely.
Rocco Asthma joined too.
Yep.
So they put Neon Genesis at 10. The Flintstones, Futurama's, yeah, Family Guy 7. Wow. The Tick ahead of Family Guy, yeah.
Right.
Even in the top 10 discusses me.
Beavis and Butthead, fine. South Park should be probably number 1, honestly. Looney Tunes, number 3. Batman the Animated, yo, people have fucking loved this cartoon, man. Don't get me wrong, it was fire, but yo, if the Batman animated series is the most like I don't know how to explain it. It has the most lore and the most like hanging around it. Like it's crazy, man. The Simpsons number 1. All right.
Hold on. Yeah, man. Number 2. You look at this, you look at the list though. I mean, Looney Tunes, whenever it expired or whatever the case is, Beavis and Butthead had a 4-year run. The fact that Beavis and Butthead had number 5 and Batman the Animated Series at 3 and 4 years respectively are in the top 5. That's huge in itself.
Yeah.
That goes out to the fans of that day of what you wanted to watch. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's the other crazy thing. The thing about the Batman animated series is that it went for 3 years, but ever since it went off, it's been nothing but people looking for it because it didn't land anywhere.
That's what I'm saying. That's the thing too. Like to me, when I was growing up, I'm like, the series is on TV. I never really paid attention to it. If I watched it, I watched like the last 10 minutes of it.
Well, the thing about the Batman animated series is it has the Batman voice that everybody remembers, Kevin Conroy,
the best Joker,
right? The best Joker in Mark Hamill. So like. And then the storyline was crazy, and it was a little darker than the other ones.
It was.
But the real lore about it is that, like I said, once the show went off television, there was nowhere for you to watch it anymore. They took it off Syndicate for a while. They only put it on randomly. And so the real thing about this, it became like scarcity. So it became bigger than it was because you couldn't watch it anymore. And you couldn't find it anywhere. All the cartoons, you know how there's like websites with every cartoon you could think of?
Right.
They would have every cartoon you could think of except Batman the Animated Series for the longest time. So that's what kind of made it even crazier than it was. And I think it made it, people couldn't see it for so long that it grew bigger than what it initially had been. It's still a great series, but my God, in all of cartoons, number 2, that seems crazy for a show that only ran 3 seasons.
Eddie did not make the list. Anthony, Eddie did not make the list of 100.
Did they ever prove if they was like stuck in purgatory?
In which? In Ed, Edd and Eddie? Probably. Yeah. All those cartoons were dark as hell.
My joints were Batman, anime series, X-Men, Chip and Dale, Rescue Rangers, Animaniacs, Cops. COP.
I know they debunked it, but that Rugrats, Everybody's Dead story is super dark.
Yeah, that is.
Hey Arnold. Hey football head. Hold on.
Yeah,
Yahoo soda. Just drink it.
Move it, football head.
Oh, hey Arnold.
Did they have Thundercats on here?
Nope, didn't see it. If they did, I missed it.
I believe I seen Thundercats. I believe I did. Hold
so
on.
Rick and Morty didn't make this list, but Clerks the Animated Series did.
And Space Ghost Coast to Coast.
Yeah, we go.
Thundercats were 49.
49? Okay. That was my joint too. I feel old, man. I remember when Fox started. That's one of the early shows on Fox.
Oh, well, damn.
Matter of fact, when Fox first started, it was Married with Children, the Tracy Ullman Show, and Glow Wrestling.
Why is there two?
Out the Glow Wrestling.
Why is there two Spider-Man shows on this list? Like, come on, man.
Because they're merged together.
I mean, like one. Nah, I'm just saying one had to be better than the other. You clearly had them separated, so then just don't put the other one on. Seems like a simple fix, no?
Could be easy fix, but you know.
That's a whole anime on this list.
Oh yeah. Inspector Gadget, I don't think he get enough love for that series.
Nah, he don't. Where's that at?
Enough love.
Is it on there?
Yeah, it's on there. It's 55. No, 54.
54. Inspector. Oh man, that's way too low. I mean, high. I don't know. My guy Naruto. Let's go.
Beta Zim. My son turned me on to that.
Naruto should be higher than 38. It's one of the greatest hero stories ever told. I don't think people realize that. Like, if you really think about how I know, and whoever's all these even deeper anime heads are gonna come at me, but I'm sorry, man. If you're looking for a singular, I'm not even talking about his power, like not just his,
23, Marie.
I'm not talking about just his power. I'm talking about like who he is as a hero, who he became as a person over the whole span of the show. Naruto is one of the single greatest heroes ever, because of who he is and how much he cared about people, how much he just wanted to do the right thing all the time. And he had a messed up upbringing, like everything was against him, and my man persevered constantly. Naruto's one of the greatest cartoons ever. Animes, cartoons, whatever you want to say. Greatest heroes ever. He don't get enough love. Damn, this list is weird, man. I can't do it. Yeah, I'm boycotting because no Rick and Morty.
Dexter's Laboratory is number 72.
That's a good show, but yeah.
Anthony.
DD.
Transformers was what?
I don't even know. Family Guy not top 5 seems crazy to me.
Yeah. Transformers number 23.
Transformers, robots in disguise.
Let's see, Dexter. Yeah, we already said Dexter Laboratory. The Powerpuff Girls.
Powerpuff Girls, man.
Mojo. Schoolhouse Rock. What are we doing?
You got to think of the significance of Powerpuff Girls too, and why
it's not in there.
What's not in there?
Powerpuff Girls.
Yeah, yes, it is. Yeah, 42.
42. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, it's one word.
Also, you know, it's funny. They put them right next to each other. Samurai Jack, same exact city and universe, universe and city as Powerpuff Girls, but they failed. And it's post-apocalyptic, which means the Powerpuff Girls died.
It died, right? Exactly.
Yeah, they failed and they died, and that's where Samurai Jack takes place in the same exact. If you look in the background of all the Samurai Jack like cartoons you see in the background, it's all like you'll see billboards and food places and all the same stuff that's in Powerpuff Girls, except it's all destroyed now.
It won 4 Emmys.
Who? Samurai Jack?
Won 4 Emmys and nominated for 2, and it was only a 4-season run.
Way to grind.
4-season run too, dog. That's one. Like you said, what Will said, they wanted it back. Like that type of show. Why did you cancel it? Why wasn't there an expansion on that show?
Well, the problem, what happens, especially with cartoons, what happens is a lot of them blow up after the show's been over for a while. So, like, while they're running, people aren't really watching that much.
Right. It's a syndication.
So once they go in syndicate, after the show's canceled, they're all done, and they're replaying it on Nickelodeon or Cartoon Network.
Bedtime, a lot of extra stuff too. Like, you know what time it comes on and that era back then. Now, if it came on now, the way people operate in sleep. Listen.
Yeah, but even now, there's so much to watch that some things will blow up after they're done. Like it's over, but that people will watch them, but it's too late now. The show's already over. There's a few shows like that now. It's interesting, man. That's crazy.
While I'm here, man, check out January 13th coming up. You know what I'm saying? Believe it's Friday, 7:30 Eastern Time. Let's talk about mental health with mental trauma therapist Ashley. Shout out to Coach, rest of the gang over there. Bringing some fire. You know what I'm saying, to the brand. So tune in, guys. Remember, share, like, comment. Subscribe to our YouTube page, STWF Studios. We're on Instagram as well. I believe we're on TikTok.
Marie's in here doing it. Thundercats.
I don't care what anybody says. Pokemon will always be my number one show. Before I ran home to school to watch when I was little.
Pokemon was lit. Ash Ketchum.
Every week, Pokemon dog. Pokemon said yellow version, red version, blue version, all the video game. Everything. Charizard, like listening to Ash, man, all that, man. So
Team Rocket is crazy. Like
thinking everybody's new cards, thinking it was real.
That's the thing right there. When you're a kid and you can equate that and you can remember that particular action, that's what makes it a bomb. I feel old though, because that cartoon for me was Battle of the Planets. Ran from 78 to 85. I remember being on the playground. Everybody wanted to be, one of those characters.
That's because y'all had 3 whole channels on TV.
Yeah, TV used to go off at 11:30, 12 o'clock.
It's crazy.
We see the Jets take off, the American flag waving, the Star Spangled Banner playing. It's time to go to sleep.
That's hilarious. Go Speed Racer, go Speed Racer.
Garfield and Friends, I think, was underrated.
Yeah, me too. Garfield's G ×3. So.
Before Will chops into his last topic, socks and snacks, lunch, homeless give back. That is January 15th, which is a Sunday. If you're local in the area, in Texas?
Yes.
Yes.
Texas and I'll be here in Dallas. Uncle will be in New Orleans.
Sir, man. So guys, vividly, man, DM them, PM them, information you feel to donate. Anything is great. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to be the most, ask for a lot, man. But if feel free to give a donation, want to participate, holla at Coach, holla at Unc, holla at our moderated team, Appreciate you guys, man. Doing well, for the community every year.
Absolutely. It's about the brand, about helping the people. That's what we do.
We're gonna have hopefully a Boston one standpoint. Actually gonna talk to you guys and hopefully a certain one in Boston.
Maybe. Oh yeah, me and Tuka tear that up.
We're behind right now, but what I'm saying, we want to get intact. So shout out to you.
Ain't nothing but a thing. All right, so Pete. That being said, listen to Tuke, like, subscribe, share, all that. Join us. And now that we've looked over the whole top 100 cartoons.
That was fun, by the way.
Yeah, that was fun. I like that. I'm glad you picked IGN too. At least they were reputable, even though I don't agree with the whole list, but it'd be weird if I did. So that being said, I want to know from everyone in the chat and my 2 fellow podcasters right now, what's your top 5 favorite movies? Top 5 favorite movies. You don't necessarily have to put them in order. If you can put them in order, that's bonus. That's what's up. I know I can list my number 1 favorite movie, and then from there, just 4 other movies that I love. But
I'll go first on this one.
Okay.
Not in any particular order, but Gremlins for me, number 1, very first movie I ever touched base with.
It's a classic.
For sure. Juice.
Oh, it's another classic.
Juice definitely my second favorite movie of all time. Then I go into the funny department. Without shadow of a doubt, still makes me laugh to this day every time I watch it. No word for word. Don't be a menace to South Central by drinking your juice.
Yeah.
For real. One of my favorite movies. Then I go back on chapter 4 from Soul Food.
Okay.
Soul Food. Number 5. Gotta go Denzel with it. So I'm gonna go Training Day.
Ooh. I like that 5.
Okay.
Marion Head dropping the twister. I can dig it.
Man, hey, you are
that movie's
far from
crazy.
watching that. No. She will watch that bitch all day, every day.
It's a good movie, and then like the whole thing,
got
like,
it on VHS.
like
She's
the
got
first,
it on DVD.
No,
she watches it on streaming.
Yo, the first time when they actually get the machine to be taken off by the twister, and like you see the little bubbles flying around in it, that's fire. When he goes back and gets the reading, and like, yo, it really worked. And then like the next time they get near a twister, and then he has to like tie himself with the belt to the pole and hold on to her, like, yeah, that's gangster. But guess what? That's some real white people action in that movie, man.
It's Ventura, Pet Detective, Lethal Weapon 3, Die Hard. City of Violence, and Fear of a Black Hat.
Black Hat, that's an underrated classic, man.
Everybody does, man. When you break that,
shout out to Rusty Cummings.
That's fire. I like that. Back to the Future, okay.
Still Magnolias,
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Twister, Green Mile, Loving Basketball. Loving Basketball too. Then you go into that Escalante. I was watching this funny movie the other day, Baby Boy. You know what I'm saying? Like this, now when you look at it, it's like, damn, this dude was a sucker. But just look at the day, dog.
Baby Boy was 100%. Jody was a sucker.
Yeah, definitely. But everything that happened in that movie, it was a lot of funny parts in that movie. You know what I'm saying? So that's what makes me continue to watch, man. But Loving Basketball for real, man. That love story, man. A lot of people's love stories in the hood, man. When it comes to
she already know that movie crazy.
I got a new best friend. See, he gets it. Shout out to my mom. She made me go through watching Twister a few times.
The movie's lit.
My mom was a movie head. She loved
it. Put Friday, yeah. You can. Friday's always.
You put Friday in there too. Friday's like something that you don't really need to put in, but if everybody mentions it, everybody's on the same wave.
It's a staple.
You agree? This
what staple, it is. Yeah. Let me see. The Pursuit of Happiness. Back to the Future.
Happiness is fire.
That's a good one.
All 3 Loving Basketball. Wait, all 3 Loving Basketball. It's 3 Loving Basketball.
No, he said Back to the Future 3. All 3.
Oh, okay. Loving Basketball. Dark Knight. Yeah. Training Day.
Training Day.
Yeah. Damn. I think all my movies been said except for one. But go ahead. You got something for me, Coach?
Yeah. I'll probably say definitely my top 4: Menace to Society, Friday, Reservoir Dogs, 16 Candles.
Ooh. Watch him say like Ghost.
Nah, hell no.
I'm going for RoboCop.
And I will probably say if I had to do number 5,
him and wifey molding some teapot.
Don't judge me, y'all. Don't judge me. Yeah. I reference this movie all the time.
Could have been Ghost, so you could be better off than that.
Idiocracy.
No, that's a hit. It's a hit, bro, because like it's a hit because it spoke on the future. It spoke on what we're
living in it, right?
We're living it. We're living exactly what they said. So yeah, that movie's crazy.
A lot of movies segue for that, man. In reality, man, what you're gonna live, not probably necessarily, but what you're gonna see.
Yeah, well, it's what they're trying to do. It's like they're trying to just poison us with nothing but media, and look, here we are.
Some good ones there.
Another 5, Beverly Hills Cop.
Yeah.
Rocky 4.
I watched that shit all summer.
Yes, sir. Home Alone 2.
Hey, Home Alone 1 over Home Alone 2 all day. All day, yeah.
New Jack City for real.
Oh, yeah. See, that's another one of mine. He got my other one.
Kill Bill, Volume 1.
That's good too, man.
Yeah, still nobody hit on my number 1 favorite movie of all time, which is, let me see, did he get there? Loving Basketball is the first one. Yeah, absolutely. 16 Candles.
It is. Anthony Michael Hall.
Yeah.
He made that movie.
Don't pull the shining on me, Will.
Nah, my number one favorite movie of all time is Pulp Fiction.
That's a good one.
That's my jam right there.
That's
my jam.
But that's a solid choice.
He was like,
has he ever put out a bad movie?
Who, Tarantino?
Yeah.
No. And that's not even considered his best movie. His best movie is probably considered, Jackie Brown, probably. People love that. People love that movie.
I bought the soundtrack for that and the movie.
Jackie Brown was a hit. Jackie Brown was a hit. The soundtrack for that one was great.
Yeah. I see you, Bass.
Predator. Yeah. So let me think. So I got Pulp Fiction.
Okay.
Juice. Scarface.
That's a good one.
It's to the point where I almost hate Scarface now. Because if I flip through the channels and it's on, I'm gonna just leave it, and now that's the rest of my day or until it's over. I try to avoid the channels that it's on because I watch it. I just have to. Scarface. Damn, what else?
$1 Million Baby. James.
I just saw that for the first time like 2 years ago.
Whenever I see the $1 Million Baby mentioned, all I think about is the Always Sunny episode, though, and I just it takes me out of it.
Collateral Beauty. I think I've seen that one.
$1 Million Baby. I met actually. No, that's the wrong movie. Never mind.
I don't even know if I could pick just 5. Predestination was a great movie. I don't know if anybody's seen that. It's a time travel movie that is crazy.
Oh my God! I can't believe I did not mention this movie.
What?
My mom would kill me up top.
Yeah, she'll get you.
Into the nerds. You've been to the goddamn nerds.
Yeah.
Oh my God! I don't care which one it is, man. But
now, see, there's different criteria. If one of the criteria was movie that you've seen a lot or seen more than any other movie, the number one movie that I've seen more than any movie ever is Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
I could not stop. And Friday's probably top 5. And if I did a list of movies I've seen the most, Who Framed Roger Rabbit probably be number 1. Pulp Fiction be number 2. Scarface probably be number 3, and then Friday would probably be number 4. And Friday mostly because of my sister. She never stopped playing that movie. I couldn't even watch it with her no more. She talked the whole movie because she say every line.
You're surprised, man. I'm very surprised too. Nobody really said New Jack City, man. No bull.
We saw one New Jack.
There's any comments?
I rock with New Jack too.
You know, watching that, and I think
baby.
You say that in movies, and I mean, you guys can speak probably for this, but if you're in time with that movie, like you're educated enough and all that to watch that, or you're at an age frame where you're watching that, it hits you more than somebody that probably watches it and has been out for years, things of that nature. You know, I don't know if you get what I'm saying, but that's how New Jack City hit me. I mean, I enjoyed New Jack City. I enjoyed some of the famous lines.
But we were growing up around it too.
Yeah. So it was
we was living that time.
Exactly.
So it was like, this is like, too real, actually.
You know, a lot of people give a lot of props to Above the Rim and the soundtrack. I think New Jack City started that trend. As far as putting stars on one soundtrack.
Yeah, absolutely.
Definitely.
Yeah, that movie was
Above the Rim too, man. Nobody but Above the Rim. Above the Rim, man. Listen, Tommy Shepard. Man. Tom Shepard is the best legend never to really touch a basketball ever. You know what I'm saying? Like that there, man.
I forgot.
Remember
that slide number 6 in there?
You can slide maybe you want. We at this point the 5 is just a suggestion. It's like you could go this speed.
Boogie Nights.
You went crazy.
Radio makes me cry every time, man. Poor radio, man. Poor radio.
I've never seen Radio.
Yo,
Radio.
Watch it.
Radio Raheem.
Good one.
What was I gonna say? Before you said Boogie Nights, Dark Knight is definitely one of my favorite movies.
Captain America, Winter Soldier, Dark Knight, Blade.
Remember the Titans.
Remember the Titans?
Yeah.
Sunday.
That's a powerful movie.
Yeah.
Come on, man. It's so many.
You know what? Low key is sci-fi or like a kind of it's not even a horror flick. It's a thriller, but it's a sci-fi. Fallen.
Oh yeah, with Kirk Douglas.
No, that's Falling Down.
Okay.
No, that's Michael Douglas. Fallen there.
Okay.
No, is it Fallen? The one with Denzel, and it's like it's a being that like whoever he could jump from body to body based on touch, and then at the end he ends up having to take it out to a cabin. He's trying to kill it, and the only way he could think of is to bring it to where there is nobody else. And then when he dies, it won't have nowhere to go. So he brought it to a cabin. What is that movie?
How old is that movie?
Not like late 90s.
Okay.
Yeah, it is Fallen. With Denzel Washington. Man, John Goodman's in there.
I'm a big fan of John Goodman.
Donald Sutherland, James Gandolfini's in it. Nice little cast right there. Yeah, Fallen's my joint.
What y'all think about Anthony's question? Who you think makes better movies, Denzel or Will Smith?
Denzel.
First of all, I just said his name, Denzel. You gotta think from Denzel, just for Malcolm X alone.
And Malcolm X and Training Day, like, how do you top those? Ali was really good.
Hurricane.
Yeah, remember the Titans? It's just too many.
Oh yeah, it was Fallen. I see it now. It came out in 98.
Right here, yeah.
But yeah. Crimson Tide.
Yeah, it's too much. In that Fallen movie, he kept the being kept whistling or like singing, "Time is on my side," and that's how he was like. That was like his creepy. Yeah, he was like he was creepy with it. He kept just walking around whistling or singing that. It was crazy.
No Better Blues.
There's so many good movies.
Glory.
Man. Yeah. See, like Denzel did too much, man.
Denzel, you have to compare Denzel and Will, man. Who y'all say, man? Damn, man.
It's Denzel.
It's Denzel, yeah. Denzel
Easily.
on the landslide. Denzel on the landslide.
Yeah.
Sorry, Will. Sorry, Will.
No, I'm with you.
And you know why I don't say Will, man? Because I swear my brother, man. I don't know if you guys like this movie. My brother used to kill iRobot, man. I used to want to.
I love that movie,
man.
I love that movie.
Yo, that might be the movie that's been the most times ever in my life. iRobot, literally every night between that and Pirates of the Caribbean. I like Pirates of the Caribbean, though.
Me too.
Yeah. My brother, oh my god.
I know iRobot line for line. It's crazy.
Green Mile was good too.
My man Shia LaBeouf. Will has blockbuster, but that don't make them good. They're just big.
Uncle Buck went hard.
He's a modern phenomenon. Like he's a global
Wild West. Fun fact: Wild Wild West. You know what Will Smith said no to do Wild Wild West?
I heard this guy, dog.
So he decided to do Wild Wild West because he thought it had more range and more lasting power
than the Matrix, right?
Than the Matrix.
Yeah.
He said no to being Neo.
Yeah.
That's like Hulk Hogan saying no to the George Foreman grill, and then George Foreman ends up getting the grill.
Yeah.
That's
now
crazy.
It's as popular as a microwave.
Yeah, he wanted to do a song with Cisco. He wanted to do a song, mind you. I karaoke'd that whole song in first place.
You going straight to
I had Josh Brown. I had Josh Brown. Josh Brown was Cisco. I was Will Smith. And Josh Brown could dance. So he do the Cisco come in and jump in. Right. It's crazy. That's crazy. Shout out to my man Josh, man. My guy.
Yo, the Iron Giant was crazy. I was watching this. Yo, so there's a show called Ted Lasso. I don't know if anybody y'all saw it yet. Y'all didn't watch that. Yo, y'all gotta watch it. I told y'all before. But there's a point with Ted Lasso where he's trying to get the team to bond, and they're getting closer. It's finally starting to work. And then he brings them, like they're in like this hotel lobby or whatever, and he makes them all watch Iron Giant. And he's like, and then he goes to leave like for a second, and he's like, I'm gonna need you. He tells the assistant coach, I'm gonna need you to stay here and watch the guys. He's like, watch them for what? He was like, because in about a minute, there's going to be 35 crying men in here. He was like, but I'm going to take off right quick. And sure enough, they was all crying. Iron Giant sad as shit.
Yes, definitely is, dog. Oh, man. Will Smith
and Tom Hanks.
See, again, I got to take the quality of actor over, like, the bigger movies. Tom Hanks is a genius.
You know what? I watched the movie this week that Tom Hanks was in.
Yeah.
It was 10 times better than I thought it was going to be.
What movie? Which one? The new one?
Elvis.
Elvis.
Yes.
Wait. The new Elvis movie?
Yeah, the new Elvis movie.
I forgot he was in there. Yeah, Elvis is pretty good.
He played the Colonel.
That's right. They did some weird things though, and you got to read into it and figure out why. First of all, they randomly.
Y'all be watching all these movies, You know, watch some movies with y'all.
I be here, bro. You can FaceTime. Look, I'm good for you. You can FaceTime me. We watch a movie at the same time. I don't care. I be doing that.
It's better than I thought it was going to be, though.
Yeah, the kid playing Elvis killed it. Obviously, he did his thing. He really got.
He did.
He really got the mannerisms and everything down. But yeah, they did some weird things. Like they played newer modern music.
Yeah, that threw me off.
But I found out why. Because look, so I had to do the research because my grandmother was the matriarch of my family. She ran everything. She raised basically all of us, and she was an Elvis like enthusiast. Like she was crazy. She loved Elvis. So we all she's gone. So we all keep the tradition. Like we uphold and respect Elvis to a certain level. And when the movie came out, we all wanted to see it together. So I threw it on screen. Here I had everybody over my crib and we watched it. It threw them off when we heard all that type of music. So I had to go look into it. I looked into it. What happened was anything modern they played those because one of the main ones was like a hip hop song. That's when he actually goes back to the hood right quick to go chill. Yes. Yeah, they played a hip hop song. And then you're like, hip hop wasn't even around then. What are we doing here? This is weird. That song is directly a sample. It's sampled from one of Elvis's songs.
Really?
In fact, it's the first legal sample from an Elvis song to a hip hop song.
Wow.
Because his music was under wraps for a while. Couldn't be touched. So I forget who bought his music, but somebody bought it, and now it's like more people can play with it. But yeah, so I forget who it was. It was some artist. I think it was MIA, maybe. I'm not sure, but she got a hold of it. Might have been MIA. She got a hold of it and she did a sample. And because of the sample, she's directly sampled his music. And the song is about like she kept the subject matter of his song the same, even though she sampled him. And then all the other music they used in that, if it was related, the point of them using it was all of these artists at one point were influenced by Elvis directly. So that's why they played different music that wasn't even from the era.
That makes sense.
I had to check it because I was like, yo, this is way off, man. What are we doing here?
How historically accurate was that movie?
It's
because I was throwing a curveball, the relationship that him and B.B. King had.
Yeah. Nah, like that. A lot of that was like, from what I hear, a lot of that was real.
Okay.
From the stories that I've heard.
I knew his background from a musical standpoint.
Right. There was also this whole thing that he took music from black people and never gave them props or whatever. There was a messed up line of his that somebody had said and asked of him, and then he answered it in a way that was like, it seemed like he didn't care about black folks. But I think that was some of those stories I think were inaccurate, and I think what we saw in the movie was more towards the accuracy. None of it's 100%, obviously.
Right.
They take liberties with these movies, but I mean, it was a good movie, though. I did like that. Still buys his movies on disc because he likes having hard copies.
I'm the same.
That is definitely some.
I still got a membership to Netflix, but it's DVD.
Oh my God, the mailing, how they started. That's wild.
I still got my membership.
You're crazy for that. Will they still send them?
Yeah, I got 2 downstairs right now.
That is astonishing. I figured they would have wrapped that up a while ago.
It's a whole separate company now, though.
Is it?
Yeah, DVD.com, I think is what it's called now.
Oh, so they sold their shipping and distribution and all that. Oh, wow.
But I still pay my membership to Netflix.
That's funny.
Put these movies in order from 1 to 5. Straight Outta Compton, All Eyes on Me, Biggie, 8 Mile, Get Rich or Die Trying. Get Rich or Die Trying, number 1.
Yeah. Number 1, Get Rich or Die Trying. Number 2, 8 Mile. Number 3, Straight Outta Compton. Number 4, Biggie. And number 5, All Eyes on Me.
Yeah, I'll go Get Rich or Die Trying, 8 Mile, I actually had to get ahead to the Biggie. I'll still pick Straight Outta Compton before Biggie, and then All Eyes on Me is last. I didn't like a lot of the stuff in that All Eyes on Me movie. I mean,
I didn't even finish it.
That movie and the Biggie movie, they both were okay, but like I got bored halfway through. Like these ain't.
I feel like the actors in Biggie though, I can live with.
I couldn't live with who played Pac and Biggie though. It was my man Mackie, and I just thought he played it too aggressive.
I like Gravy as Biggie though. I like Gravy as
Biggie. I was with.
Gravy's the Tubi king right now, so we got Tubi, man. Check out Gravy, dog. He all on that.
Get Rich or Die Trying. Which one is that one?
50 Cent.
Okay.
Yeah. His story.
His story.
Now, what was the one that they did where they showed with the three boys and I think they was in Harlem. The one that
Pay the Full.
Pay the Full. Yeah. Pay the Full.
I'll put that in front of all those.
Alpo, Rich Porter, because it was a better story. It's a real story, like a more real, deeper story. Yeah.
What's up, Jake? You see, baby?
Jake.
I played with Harris a few years ago. Funny story is Cameron in one of the scenes in the movie where the guy's like guy come over for some work, and then Cameron and them didn't have no work, and he's like, Calvin and y'all got y'all homie shook. And Cam kind of like grabbed him up and it was hitting him and stuff.
Yeah.
He said that he was really hitting him. He said, but Harris said that was just a one clip and they just put it into mad different clips. Cameron literally was busting his
locking him up, yeah.
Like, crazy shit.
You know what's funny? I keep seeing this little about like it's like a 30 second video. I would say it's a TikTok video, but TikTok wasn't out when he was alive. Prodigy sitting there talking about how all these gangster movies that they show us, they're always glorifying the snitches.
Never show the dark side.
Well, no, they're glorifying the rats though. Like Frank, what's his name from American? American Gangster. Frank what? What's his last name? Frank Lucas. Yeah. Rat. He's a rat. Like at the end of the day, he's a rat.
He's a big time rat.
He gave up everybody. Like the Alpo and Rich Porter story. Alpo's a rat.
When he get killed last year?
Did Alpo die?
He got that.
Yeah. They finally got him.
Middle of the year, I think. Middle of the year.
Oh yeah, they got him outside. He was home.
He was still back in the hood. He
was home, and they got him outside.
He was in protective. He was in witness protection
at home.
He went back to the hood.
Yeah, he crazy, and he was like at the bodega, like where he'd be seen at
after Halloween party.
They do glorify. And you know what the crazy thing is? We just mentioned him.
He named a bunch, so there's more. It's crazy. There's more of them too.
Just mentioned his name.
Bumpy Johnson, like they like mad of him, man.
50 Cent behind all this stuff.
And what Charleston White said though,
huh?
And then what Charleston White said though, once they start saying all them years they get to talking.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, all day.
Even Whitey Bulger,
right. Yeah,
glorify him, rat.
And he got dead in while he was in prison, right?
Yeah. Oh, I see. I got a crazy story about that. I can't tell it on air though. But
okay.
I can't. I just can't out of respect for my peoples. But I'm gonna tell you behind the scenes, yo, some crazy about that. Sorry, chat. I didn't want to tease y'all, but
best real life documentary movie I've seen in the last few years was When They See Us or Real Central Park 5.
That was good. That was real good.
I watched it with Jake's sister. She didn't believe that it was real. She was heartbroken for days.
Tell her to watch the 13th too. That documentary will have a real sad, because that's about what the government did to us.
Yeah, man.
Right after they stopped like segregation and all that.
Oh, the 13th, yeah.
13th.
Yeah.
They
definitely fly rats, man.
13th Amendment.
50 Cent is behind that. You got 50 Cent, the hip hop homicides. You know what I'm saying? They watch for basically all the murders of the young guys, trying to get people through the show to try to tell them what they know and all that stuff. A lot of people are like, nah, I ain't with that. You know, then you got these series, you know, between BMFs and all the different ones you name. Like, yeah, they do glorify a lot of rats. They do glorify them. After they take all their money, they glorify them.
Yes, yes, Jamie. The 13th should still be on Netflix. It was a Netflix original documentary. Yeah, no,
it's a tough watch too, man.
It is a tough watch, but it happens. People being sheltered. I watched another one about this kid who got locked up and he wasn't supposed to be, and then
Cordell Browder.
Yeah,
Yep. Yo, crazy.
Yeah, that story is hard. I walked in. My mother was watching it. She was in tears, and I'm like, "Yo, what's going on?" And she was like, because this was after I was locked up, so she was sitting there watching it, thinking like this could have happened to me, and like she was just like, this kid got locked up for nothing, and then he went through so much hell while he was locked up. They were bullying him. He was like, and then the COs for some reason were letting things happen to him. He was like, and the kid wasn't even a bad kid. He was a great kid. There was no reason to do this, and then like everyone tortured him from every different angle while he was in there. He was in there for almost like 5 years for no reason. When he finally got out or something like that, he ended up killing himself because it had all been too much, like everything that happened to him. And like
he was in solitary confinement for 700 days.
Yeah, that's what it was too. They had him in solitary.
They had him in New York with New York Rikers,
Rikers, right? But they gave him no reason for why he was in there like that. Solitary for 700 something days.
Hold on. Without trial. He was locked up without a trial.
No trial. He was awaiting trial, and they just had him locked solitary 700 days.
Wow.
He got out and killed himself.
When They See Us.
Yeah.
Which one is that one?
Oh, When They See Us. Yeah. Let me peep that one right quick.
The drama series.
Okay, on Netflix. Netflix, 4 episodes. I'm gonna have to peep.
Yeah, I never seen that.
Me neither. Oh, Niecy Nash is in it though. John Leguizamo. Oh, rest in peace. Michael Kenneth Williams is in it. Yeah, I have to watch
Hold on, no. This is the same thing. When They See Us, this ain't the central. This ain't the Central 5.
Oh yeah, that is the Central Park 5. That's what that is about though.
Yeah. Sing it.
Right, but that's an actual TV, like little TV show they did about it.
So it's 2 different things?
Yeah.
One of them is a pure documentary. This one is a live action, like
retelling of the story. On the one that's a pure documentary, they actually have audio from the interrogation.
Right.
Okay, so I watched the documentary.
Probably, yeah.
This is the series actually like portraying them as characters.
Yeah, they did a series to portray it, because some people don't like watching documentaries. So.
Okay.
I'm a documentary fan.
If it's a good one, I'm in. I watched one today actually, right before the show. I was watching the hatchet wielding hitchhiker. Y'all remember that? The dude smash that white dude with the long hair who like ran up on the some dude was trying to hurt, like he had just ran into some black dude and pinned him against another car with his car. And then the ladies were trying to help the black dude. The dude got out of the car and he put like one of the chicks in the headlock. And then this other white dude was in the car with that dude, hopped out himself, had a hatchet, ran up on dude. They made like videos and memes and everything of this. And he was just like, because he ended up doing like they caught him at the scene after, and he talked to the broadcaster or whatever. He was like, well, yeah, he was like, this dude grabbed her up. So I came over and I was just like, smash. And then like, yo,
with a hatchet?
With a hatchet. So the first 2 times he hit him with the dull side. And then he switched it for the third, and the third one dug in, and that's when the dude let her go. This dude became a viral sensation after that. Like, everybody on the internet was loving this dude, and then he ended up actually killing somebody. He wasn't built for all that. They wanted to do a TV show with this dude. Like the makers of Keeping Up with the Kardashians wanted to do a show with
this. They glorify all this stuff, man. Everybody, they glorify all this stuff to bring it back in light of us, and then they try to hope that one of us do this crazy stuff, so then we end up in the cellar, man. This is wake up, everybody. Wake up.
Best horror movie.
Real quick, I got a documentary you guys need to check out.
Yeah.
It's called The Cuba Libre Story. It's on Netflix.
What's that about?
It shows the Cuban Revolution.
So is the Cuba what story?
It's called Cuba Libre story. It shows it's the story of how Fidel Castro took over and came into power.
Okay, I got okay.
All right, got something to watch.
Because I got some homework due Friday, so you know what I'm saying. I'll be able to watch Netflix for the next couple of days.
Best horror movie.
You know what's weird about that? I was a diehard horror fan growing up.
Me too, and then it just got boring.
Yeah, I always watched slasher films growing up.
I love Freddy vs. Jason, but it wasn't really scary. It was hilarious.
Man, listen, man. Scary stuff, man. Listen, I was scared of
Babadook.
I was up the fly. I was scared of that. I don't know if it was a horror, but I was scared of that. Guys. In fact, I turned into a fly. That was a horror for me. And listen to that. And my mom used to, watch the fly. Watch the fly. Like, watch. That's how you're gonna end up if you be bad. You're gonna end up like the fly. Right, man. Yeah.
Yo, I actually saw a recent horror flick that was kind of crazy. What's it called? Midsummer. Yo, that movie's fucked up. If y'all ain't seen that, go watch that, man. Midsummer's bananas, man.
Midsummer?
Yeah.
For me, Friday the 13th, man, for me, man. That score in itself. That man with the white mask, man, was that man.
The Ring messed me up pretty good. The original.
Yeah, The Ring. I mean, The Ring had me like leave the TV on because I don't want to see a dark screen.
Might have been the first and second Saw that had me dazed.
I've seen none of the Saws.
What?
Can't do it.
What you mean you can't do it? I don't understand. What do you mean?
Can't do it. Can't do it, man. I might incriminate myself.
Bruh.
Coach got a dark side.
Bro, you gotta watch Saw, man. You gotta watch at least the first one. The first one's brilliant. After that, some of them are still good, but they're reaching.
Wasn't the one with Chris Rock in it or something?
Yeah, they started reaching with mad, they started doing mad dumb stuff with it, and I'm just like, what the heck are you doing? I like the Saw series because it was horror suspenseful, definitely. He was waiting on that next thing to happen.
It was poetic too, though. Like all the killing, all the shit was poetic. Like you're a junkie, dive into that pool full of needles and get your shit, get your key. Like, all right, well, I guess that makes sense.
Megan, yeah, I saw the preview for Megan.
Yo, all dogs like that look scary, but that Megan one looks really terrifying.
Yeah, especially when she like dancing in the hallway.
I want to watch Smile.
All the young kids wanted to go see. They watch Smile. Like my son's like, oh, I want to go see Smile. I'm like, what? And I look at the previews of the movie, and I'm sitting here like, this is what you want to go see?
Oh, another movie I saw this weekend. I had to watch a lot of movies this weekend.
Look at you
with Kristen Bell.
Polka Dice.
The Pale Blue Eye.
Oh, was it good? I saw that on Netflix telling me to watch it.
I enjoyed it. It was good.
All right.
It's very good. It's a twist at the end that you didn't see coming.
Okay.
What's a twist?
The greatest horror movies, I don't know. I think The Shining's up there.
Yeah, Shining's a good one.
If you call Alien, then Alien got to be up there.
Do we consider Jaws a horror film?
Yeah. Okay. I don't know what else it'd be, so yeah.
For its time, the original one, it was definitely one.
Silence.
Yeah, for sure.
It had people scared to get in the water.
Silence of the Lamb, yup.
Oh yeah, I love Silence. I saw that at the movies.
Put it in the corn, dog.
Put the lotion in the basket.
Yeah.
Put the
lotion
corn,
on the skin, man. Or it gets the hose again.
Carrie, y'all, Carrie, man.
Carrie's a classic. She went crazy. They redid that too. It was pretty good.
Sorry, Carrie.
I liked Pet Sematary was crazy.
I like Pet Sematary. Cujo
was another wild one.
Stephen King did his thing for a minute.
Yeah, but he hates all the movies though.
He does.
He's better with the books than the movies. He hates them. I used to watch it all the time like this.
I've only watched bits and pieces of the last one.
I watched the original one like that. The original one was it's such a weak movie in terms of like how it looks and how everything plays out, but it is still a clown in a goddamn sewer with a balloon. Freak your ass out. Nightmare on Elm Street, all those are classics.
Nightmare on Elm Street. A quick story about that one. That came out when I was probably about 5th grade, maybe.
Yeah.
Friday night, parents let me stay up late. I'm watching Bruce Lee beat up on Chuck Norris. Chilling, having a good time. It's one of my favorite movies.
Chuck Norris ain't never been beat up in his life.
One of my favorite movies. All the lights are out. But then all of a sudden, I'm watching, and this movie comes on. This trailer. I'm like, what the hell is this? Remember, keep in mind, I'm a little kid. It's the scene when he's coming down the alley and his arms extend out.
Oh.
Jack me. I'm looking at that like 3 a.m.
Yeah, that's wild. That's not what you want to see at that age.
Final Destination was good.
Your Final Destination was crazy.
Yeah.
That's another one they got to stop making, but
I only saw the first and parts of the second one.
Come on, man. My guy Melatonin, man. Children of the Corn, man. You heard? You know what I'm saying?
I saw Get Out was crazy.
Haven't seen that yet.
You ain't see Get Out?
Not yet.
That's a cultural one, man.
You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy?
People.
You know what's crazy? I've seen bits and pieces of it, but I ain't seen it in full. Me sometimes, and it's not being real, like some movies you do need to see. I feel that, but it bugs me. It bugs me when movies like that come out and then it's just backlash, there's nothing backlash. Like to me, it's just like I'll leave it respectfully. I'll leave it respectfully. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I mean, I heard it's a great movie, and
my girl Jamie holding it down. Yeah, I was getting ready to say A Quiet Place. A Quiet Place was fire, and then they did the second one.
That's one of the aliens. Or the monsters?
Yeah. They're crazy, but like you gotta silence. Your entire life has to be silence, and this chick wants to have a baby during that. Like, have fun.
When Nightmare on Elm Street had a television series. Yes,
I remember that. That was on Fox, I think.
Damn, I don't even remember that. That's crazy. Oh, this is another one. 28 Days Later.
28 Days Later, yes.
That's with the vampires, right?
Nah. They're zombies, but they're aggressive. The most aggressive zombies we've ever seen. And they run fast as shit.
I was about to say that they're running like 3.840s.
Yeah, all of them running 3.8s. Like,
yo, they actually made I remember for Sega they had a game. I don't know. That movie was made after the game, but
yeah, it had to be.
I forgot what it was called, but literally you're fighting as like a kid or where you characters and you're fighting against aliens basically. And it was the craziest thing. I gotta think of the name of the game.
Yeah. They also made 28 Weeks Later, which was the shit had gotten crazier. It's good, but it's kind of like we saw it the first time. The first time was way scarier the way you did it. But it was still good. What else? The Chainsaw Massacre movies were okay. Doobie-doo. Screams, those were crazy. The first one.
We can talk about movies all night.
I know, right? Shaun of the Dead. Somebody listed this as a horror movie.
That shit was good.
Shaun of the Dead was hilarious.
It was.
My man kept him at the end. Just had him locked up in the other room in the garage. That's hilarious. Yeah, man. Yeah, that. But yo, if y'all want to be like, it's not like jump scary. It's just like, yo, that's fucked up, scary. That Midsommar, because like,
love Chucky movies.
Yeah, it just
the original one stands the test of time. That got weird. It got weird right up there with Leprechaun.
Oh, Leprechaun 2. Oh, that's a sleeper. Leprechaun's a sleeper, dog, and it's not even because it's like it's just that little ugly thing creeping around all day long, dog. You know what I'm saying? And Jennifer Aniston at that time was my boo-boo. You know what I'm saying? So when he got her, man,
I heard The Babadook was like one of the scariest movies ever.
Who was that?
The Babadook.
Or Babadook.
Yeah.
Stupid name. Stupid
Yeah,
name.
but it's supposed to be scary as a motherfucker.
Oh yeah, man. Definitely, man. Who got shout outs on tonight, man? Hey,
yeah, shout them out.
Movie Central. We went through movies tonight. We went through, best cartoons of all time, man. Y'all felt nostalgia, didn't y'all, man? You know what I'm saying? And of course, we heard about, and make sure you guys are putting Dana White in your news, not for good reasons, but just because everybody should know. You know what I'm saying? About the story if they don't know. So I'm gonna shout out the brand. Shout out you guys, man, for phenomenal Tuesday. Wouldn't spend it with anybody else. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody that likes, that shares, subscribe, listens, takes a peek. You know what I'm saying? And what we do, man, we appreciate you. Going hour 45, man, is a lot, but it's easier when we get input, comments like we did tonight. So shout out to each and every one of you for showing love.
Zombieland. Is that the one with Bill Murray?
Yeah.
You said you have any last regrets? Garfield. But thank y'all, man. Hey, we had a pretty good crew in here tonight. Lil Dude, LOL Wild, Nate, Anthony, Daryl, Lewis, Jamie, Josh, Diggs, BTW7, Jake. If I forgot anybody, my apologies. Anthony, I got Anthony there. But yeah, man, we appreciate y'all hanging out with us tonight. This shows our diversified side. We talk sports, but this is like our conversations we have before the show and after the show.
That's kind of what the chop up is. The chop up is letting y'all behind the curtain, and then us involving y'all.
We appreciate it. Anthony says the best show. We appreciate that. We have a lot of fun doing this.
Appreciate it.
Y'all help drive this though. We come in here, we might have a topic, but based on y'all's interaction with us, it can go left field.
Yeah, the chop up is more y'all show than ours. Than ours. Like we kind of just we set the tone at first, and then we just let y'all run, and then we keep up with y'all. So shout out to everybody, man, who came in. We appreciate everybody, and yeah, man, appreciate you fellas. Here's to another show. We just keep doing them, huh?
Definitely, man. Remember, man, 13th, man. Got mental health. Great teacher Ashley coming through. 7:30 on the 13th. We got our give back on the 15th, man. So we doing a lot of things. Got tomorrow, nothing but basketball show. So we talk about a few things in the basketball world. Won't drive you crazy, but we got something for you. And other than that, man, Taco Tuesday. If you haven't had a taco, add some hot sauce on that. Get wild.
We appreciate y'all, man. Y'all hang out with us tomorrow. Be on the 7:30. Y'all have a great night. Appreciate you.